Welcome back already. The 1v1 mid-championship continues here. We've got semi-finals actions, and to start things off, we've got EG.Arteezy versus S4, and we've got some new heroes.
Windrunner versus Windrunner. I don't think I've ever seen S4 play this hero.
30 seconds to battle.
I think you need to pull out the Dota 4 almost, but yeah, S4 not known for his Windrunner play. EG.Arteezy's been fiending this hero in pub games for a while. He's all about that solo mid Wind Ranger, at least as far as his stream is concerned, but how they match up here in this 1v1 mid matchup. Who do you favor? Who do you think takes
I think
EG.Arteezy?
I think this heroes suit that are more up his alley. It's SF on the third round. Second round is Lina, which probably doesn't benefit either side. And Windrunner, I definitely think EG.Arteezy plays more. S4. Again, I think of him more as a tempo controller rather than a lane dominator, and EG.Arteezy is more lane dominator than a lane controller.
EG.Arteezy with an interesting block. He lets the range creep out in front, doesn't even try to block this range creep, and this range creep's way out in front, will instantly die. Interesting choice. Does get last hit though by the S4 on the Radiant side. So what's kind of looking at Windrunner versus Windrunner? What are like the big keys here? Are you looking like max power shot and just spam out and farm, or are there other kind of little tricks to the
1-3-1 is a standard build. If you want a tower dive, you just have to have at least one level Windrun, and you can often bully people out if they make the slightest mistake. And of course, landing shackles is going to be heavily important if this game lasts longer than 5 or 6 minutes. Sometimes you can go with a surprise kill if you have like a little bit higher of a Windrun, because they won't expect that, but it also depends on which side you're on. I think that Radiant actually has a slight disadvantage in this matchup because you're closer to the trees, much more likely to get shackled. Yes,
if you're, especially from the back foot, you're more likely to run into a shackle shot there. But other things. Looking at the other build, Focus Fire, do you think you should be looking to get that at level 6? It's 75 mana cost now at level 1. Is it worthwhile, or is it still not quite justifiable?
I don't think so. Shackle is just really important to have. It gives you a lot more uptime, and a majority of your damage will be from Power Shot early because you can just Windrun if they Focus Fire. Not a big deal.
S4 with a nice little Power Shot last hit there from afar. So he's staying on top of the CS for now. 8 CS to 6 CS, both players with 2 denies, and make it 9. So S4 with an early lead here as far as last hits goes, and looking to power shot from trees. Sneaky play there. He's just trying to spam the power shot just for harass there. Like, he wasn't even going for a last hit, but being very liberal with his mana so far.
In terms of the starting build, both of them going for a null talisman into tri-branch, and you're not really at risk of dying very, very early. Not like a quap on quap matchup with boost first like we saw earlier in the day. There is still a rune that's been sitting there for about 20 seconds on a top lane.
Both players want to rush their bottles for now. Like, even just going to scout that rune out is potential lost CS or lost denies, and much even on CS now. 11 CS to 10.
EG.Arteezy going for his other build that he's going for, the double no talisman, skipping over the bottle.
Wow. Okay.
But he can get bullied out. He only has 2 more tangos, which is not even enough to fill his HP up right now. And he tanked another power shot too, so he has 500 HP deficit.
That's the thing, he gets these 2 null talismans out, but with his current HP he has to play safe. And you don't really want to be playing safe when you've got 2 nulls versus 1, so he wants to, he brings out a salve, he wants to heal up ASAP. He's actually going to battle this with Windrun. Forces S4 to do the same. He's going high ground. Power shot could be the first blood here. Doesn't get the right click off. Goes for the power shot instead. Doesn't find it. And Bottle arrives to heal up S4. He's going to turn and power shot EG.Arteezy. Probably see an insta... Well, doesn't have to Bottle Crow if he finds the rune.
Oh,
go for
S4 actually went for the 0-2-2 build. So this is stronger, I'd say, in between 5 through 7. 4 through 7, actually. Oh, he actually might go for the kill right here.
EG.Arteezy.
Trying to bait him in,
that
maybe.
last second win run.
And now he has to salve. Let's see if he drops his null talismans prior to salve. And no, he does not.
Even the clarity, not dropping.
He's still not going to be topped up. Okay, well, he actually did bring another set of tangos. But, I mean, that's a lot of regen already spent. That's what, over, like, 275 gold right there. And that's not quite half a bottle, but it's still pretty close.
Looking at the net worth difference, it's like a 300 net worth difference, even though there's 1 CS between them. All the regen items.
Why haven't either of them checked the rune? I think the DD is pretty significant.
Especially S4. Like, it's so quick to scout the top rune as well. You only have to go like halfway there. It takes you like 5 seconds total to just
in daytime
see if
at
it's
least.
there. Yeah. Now that it's night, it's tricky. So he'll bring his bottle back out, S4. Could buy some observer wards to help him out, especially now that it's nighttime. Having the observer wards to give you the high ground, the like uphill vision in the mid lane can help out a lot as well, but haven't seen it just yet from either players.
And Arteezy has done a much better job of managing his mana, but he doesn't have the luxury of having a bottle to heal his mana pool back up. And Arteezy does have more damage though, 81 compared to 72 of S4. And actually both of them going for the 0-3-2 build.
Okay, so no shackle shot play. It's one of those things where if you're expecting a long match, you probably want to try have max shackle shot like around level 9, level 10, but they're probably both thinking it's not going to last that long. Maybe they can get a kill before then. So S4 himself going for a second Null Talisman. He says, you can buy Null Tally, so can I. Arteezy with the HP advantage. They're trading hits here in the mid lane. Power shot goes through. That gets Arteezy low. He's going to go for a power shot, misses it though, and S4 going to turn around. Has a power shot in 3 seconds. Is he going to go for this? Win run is available for Arteezy, but he only has one or the other. He gets hit by this. One more right click could be coming in soon. Arteezy has win run. He's going to go for this. S4 is in trouble. He may get first blood. It's going to bottle in between right clicks. He can't do it though. First blood Arteezy.
That level 3 win run. Owned him right there.
That 4.25 second duration, and that's why you go the win run, I guess.
Triple Null Talisman.
Yeah. One less in the match. It gives him all the mana he needs, the extra HP, like the Null Tally.
I think if S4 was a little more vigilant about checking, like there's not a great point in getting bottle if you're not actually going to check the runes, and especially when the other guy's not checking, you should have that venue available to him, and there's no way that Arteezy can bully him around like that if he gets that DD in the middle of the game.
Especially during daytime, that's where it's like that 2-minute DD rune should have been picked up, but
aside from that, Arteezy playing with fire, he was under 25 HP, I think twice that game, and still pulls out ahead.
Prepare for
Hello
battle.
and welcome everybody back to the TI4 Solo Mid Championship. We're here in the semi-finals.
We have a smoke.
What?
What is he doing?
This is next level.
What is going on here? And S4 was actually the one that bought boots earlier in the match versus Ice, and Arteezy trying to pull some next level plays here. Is he going to try and chicken snipe? I think he actually
he's going for a kill.
Already? Wow.
Get the high ground, light strike array, and then he's got the harass advantage with boots first. He's going to do a lot of damage off of this.
If he hits a stun, he will.
That's to say he needs to use his hits it, S4. He can't really trade blows, not against boots. He kind of has to stand his ground, but he's got the tower to hug and another stun. Arteezy's got another stun available himself, so he's going to kind of poke his head around. Takes a tower hit though.
30 seconds to
That's
battle.
painful stuff. S4 is a stun. You're going to be careful.
This is so dangerous for both.
Okay.
He has to dodge a stun. Is he going to do it? He did not dodge, and that is GG. Well played.
S4 brought up Tangos as that was happening.
It's gonna be a scorcher.
Okay.
What?
Next game.
He didn't stun from the high ground. Like he right clicked and didn't throw a stun.
That was strange. Yeah, I thought he was gonna right click him as he went to the high ground. As soon as he turns around, he stuns. He gets like 4 free last hits. The problem is S4 didn't actually spend all his gold. So if he tanks harass early, he can go back to the fountain. He can TP back. He can bring himself tangos. He can bring himself salve. He can bring himself boots, and that was a YOLO play.
What a game! We brought the stream back up, and our second GG before the creep spawn. Like,
Too easy for S4. Look at that, 738,000 GPM. What a player.
That's insane. Oh, and the XP per minute, this is just off the charts. S4 is just breaking Dota 2 right now with how good he is. So we go to SF versus SF. I guess it's only natural we get an SF versus SF. Arteezy versus S4, do you think Arteezy's still going to take it, or...?
I think Arteezy's going to win the SF versus SF.
Look, after seeing that, I'm on the S4 bandwagon. I don't know what that was, Arteezy, but go back to buying Null Talismans. That was actually working for you. That's some
low.
Some clown shoes stuff.
That's a low blow.
Well, guys, stick around. We've got Game 3, SF versus SF to decide the semi-final. Who's going to be in the grand finals? Will it be S4 or Arteezy? We'll find out after this short break.
Prepare for
Alrighty
battle.
guys, after a long break, we are back. It's time for Game 3 of the Shadow Fiend vs Shadow Fiend matchup between S4 and Arteezy. Winner goes through to the grand finals. Loser is knocked out here in the semi-finals. I'm Gods. Joining me is Merlini. Are you ready? We've got Arteezy in the game.
We had all the issues resolved. Arteezy is no longer lagging. Branches have been bought. Wraith bands have been bought. Game is ready to roll. And you favor S4, I favor Arteezy.
Yeah. Look, we're a team, but it doesn't mean we always agree. So We'll see how this one goes down. It is a spot in the grand finals, a pride at stake, a solo mid championship, and a trophy at stake. So we'll see who's going to be walking home proud here, at least in this semi-final. The other two players waiting in the other semi-final, Ferrari 430 and Resolution, both still alive in the other half of the bracket.
Do you dislike Axe's or SS model? I said Axe because I saw him type the rage thing.
I'm kind of medium about it.
A lot of people were complaining about him needing a rework. I actually don't think he needs one.
I quite like. It's not like I don't think it's like it's not how I envisioned SF like as a Dota 1 player, but like I'm not like, oh, it's terrible, it needs a remodel.
I think he could be more shadowy. He looks too
the battle begins.
Too concrete for my liking. I think he could be more like shady and wispy.
When you go in the showcase mode especially, I feel like you could almost like add some more detail to it, or I don't know.
But overall, I think it's
solid.
It's not bad. Anyways,
a good 6 or 7 out of 10.
So checking out the block, looks like S4 and Arteezy are actually relatively even in this block.
Yeah, pretty even so far. Looks like we made a slight advantage Arteezy.
Yep.
Ever so slightly, but it is dire side, so you'd expect this. And the other start goes here. The big thing is just what often happens the first like creep wave or two is that you just mess up each other's last hits and no one ends up getting sold. But so far it's easy. He's off to a good start.
Yes, he is. He's gonna have 3 souls. Nope.
No.
Close.
That was an important one to get. So Arteezy on the dire side, the EG solo mid player up against Alliances. So I mean they're practically teammates, although they're not teammates. But S4 is obviously not known for his kind of playmaking. Well, he makes plays in a different kind of way. He plays the initiators, the tempo controls. Arteezy plays more your carry style mid heroes.
You'll like very rarely see S4 get first blood or first blood his lane. Or get first blood or first blooded in his lane. But Arteezy you'll see a little bit more often, although they don't really give him those type of heroes anymore.
It's a pretty even CS start so far. Arteezy 1 deny ahead, which translates to 1 soul ahead, which gives him a bit more damage. Both players have brought out some more tangos, and very standard opening as far as this match.
Arteezy playing very aggressively, trying to harass from the low ground. That's rare.
And somewhat ill-advised when you're on the low ground, as you do have that high miss chance. So nice long raise there from Arteezy. He was going to get denied, which would have been a soul for S4, and he uses the C raise there just to guarantee the last hit, which I like to see. So.
We call them E raises here, buddy.
The C raise. I call them C raise.
E raise. I call them the long distance race.
The QWE raises.
Yeah,
I'm still in the Dota 1.
You can call them. You can just long, medium, short.
ZXC. I don't know. Well, okay.
Those are my items. Anyways, going back to the game, looks like both have opted for a little bit of regen. We see 3 tangos on Arteezy, 2 tangos on S4, and Arteezy, I'd say, doing a slightly better job of CSing and slightly better job of control, but overall it's still a very even match. A 2-minute rune will spawn bottom, will be an illusion rune. And no bottle yet for Arteezy, instead opting for the salve as well as a magic stick. S4 trying to redirect creeps outside of his tower, but taking a lot of damage in the process.
It looks like S4 is opting to go for a bottle rush with his start.
I think so. But
he can get there pretty safely. Like Arteezy can try and get aggressive, but right now S4 is right by his tower. Arteezy only has mana for 1 raise, about to get the mana for 2 raises, but with just 2 raises, S4 is plenty of HP to stay alive, so he should be able to farm his bottle pretty safely here.
I'm actually surprised that Arteezy isn't going for a bottle, just because raises do so much damage in this matchup that you need them not only to spam out the other hero, but also to just get CS.
Arteezy holding on to his mana a bit more right now. He's going to salve up, and then he can look to get aggressive here. S4 takes 1 raise, has a salve, which he's probably going to need to use momentarily. He still hasn't actually farmed his bottle, which is a bit of a worry. He's going to get bullied even further here as he backs off just to use his salve. Does not want to get caught out by that long raise.
Yeah, Arteezy's showing his lane prowess right now.
Yeah, he just raises it. He uses up all his mana just to get that last creep to get his bottle up. And
Arteezy could have gotten away with a bottle into a magic stick instead of magic stick into a bottle. He's only accrued 1 charge this whole entire time.
He goes boots.
Oh, he went boots? Oh, wow.
Brown boots.
That's aggressive.
He wants to go for a kill maybe at level 5, although he's a... Yeah, he'll have enough for 2 raises. Ideal number is 3. But he can just kind of trade right clicks, and he knows S4 is bringing his bottle out soon. He sees S4's items and recognizes that this bottle is probably up any second now, so wants to try and get whatever he can right now. But there we go. Bottle arrives. S4 will heal up. This is where the boots I'm not sure how much they help you. Like
he has to get a kill before S4 gets his, or else S4 will start to pull ahead shortly after he gets his boots.
Yeah.
Because he can just spam down the raises and he'll have much more mana to do so, and he's free to farm. Whereas Arteezy has to actually use his boots for something, checking runes, trying to kite S4 a little bit. But I mean, that's a help for CSing.
Tango and Salve brought up by Arteezy, so he's not even going to go for his bottle. He's going to go back for more regen, drops the Tangos on the ground, pops the Salve, and...
This is aggressive. Arteezy did a very similar thing in the Wind Ranger versus Wind Ranger game. He went for a kill by like level 7, and bottle doesn't actually usually pay off until a little bit after that, because you're somewhat hindered by not having
He's
boots.
got no mana though, like he can't go for kills.
He has magic stick. He has 3 magic stick charges.
Yeah, that's... He's got 1 raise, maybe a second with the charges if he has some raises.
Wow, he's taking so many tower hits, and he spent a lot more than S4 on regen.
Yeah. Like, you look at the CS and you think, oh, Arteezy's doing well, he's kind of winning. But you look at the items, and S4 has much more of a long-term plan with the bottle. And just the fact he's not spamming Tangos and Salves. This bottle regen will be there permanently, so... The amount Arteezy spent on Tangos and Salves adds up to the bottle as it is right now. I
personally don't like the boost before bottle unless you get a kill, just because in the SF versus SF matchup, once both heroes hit like level 5, level 7... Oh, actually...
He's got a long raise in a second. One right click on the C raise, he gets the kill. First blood S4, GG is called. That's your game-winning kill. 1 kill, 1 tower. That's the rules of the 1v1 tournament. S4's going to the grand finals.
That was without boots too. I don't even know how he caught up to him.
Yeah, the right click. Like,
that was strong.
Arteezy like back up to his tree, so he had to kind of zigzag.
It was during nighttime. He was pursuing uphill without boots. So S4, I did not see that one coming. Yeah. Great play.
So he's in the grand finals. He'll be taking on either Ferrari 430 or Resolution. That's our next semi-final, so we're going to get some more spicy matchups. We'll get the Wind Ranger matchup and the Lina versus Lina once again. And